India was definitely different from what I thought it would be. Um, First off, it was somehow busier than I thought it would be. Obviously, I know India is the biggest or second biggest country in the world when it comes to population, but I guess I couldn't fully comprehend how busy it would be, just how many people are everywhere all the time. But I also never felt safe, never felt unsafe in India. And that was one thing that I was warned about the most where you go is watch out for your safety. And I honestly never once felt unsafe in India. So that was also different than what I was expecting. My favorite thing about India was definitely the food. The food was amazing. I love the food. Even here in Canada, I've always enjoyed Indian food, but obviously it's not the real authentic Indian food. So once there, when you taste the real spices cooked the real way, the food was amazing. I loved every meal. I can't think back on any meals that I didn't enjoy. My least favorite part of India would be the stress and intensity. Um, Everything is negotiable in India, from price to service to just about anything you can think of. Really nothing is set, and everything is open to discussion. And unfortunately, those discussions are often very intense, sometimes heated, sometimes angry, and you have to constantly be on in India. You have to constantly be aware, because if you're not, they'll take advantage of you. If you're a tourist, as soon as they see tourists, they see money, and they see someone to possibly exploit. So you have to always be on in India and be ready to be very firm and aggressive. I think I was most surprised about how safe I felt the entire time. There was never any instances where I felt unsafe or in danger or like I needed to get out of a certain situation. I always felt safe and I always felt comfortable. I think a big part of that is just because I'm a very large male, and I'm pretty positive that would definitely play a role in it. But at the same time, even though the streets were crowded, even though there's people all around, even though I went out at night, I still felt very safe everywhere. Now, with that being said, I would still urge caution or common sense, especially to solo female travelers, because obviously their situation would be different than mine. So you always want to be aware of your surroundings. You always want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation and don't put yourself at risk. I've always thought that hostling is the best way to travel, because you are in this environment that's very unique. You're surrounded by other travelers who think similarly to you and are in similar situations where they're just looking to explore and live in a very authentic way. And now I truly believe that. I truly think that the best way to travel is by staying in hostels, because you meet these people who maybe you only join up for a day or two because you're in the same city for just a short period of time. Or maybe you create friends that you travel with for weeks or months and stay in contact with once you get back. And I think by hosteling, by constantly being in an environment surrounded by other travelers, you really create a better travel experience for yourself. And travel can cross borders. It brings people together. It creates friendships that you're not going to create otherwise, because you probably aren't going to meet those people. Hosteling just surrounds you constantly by those people, and it can lead to amazing things. I think what I learned most from the Big Blog Exchange is, first and foremost, what a wonderful group of people Hosteling International really is. And I can say that honestly, because the people from head office who planned the trip and picked me as a winner, to the people in Canada who supported me and made sure I was prepared for my trip, and then the people in India, the Hostling International in India, who actually hosted me and did my itinerary and made sure that I was looked after each step of the way. Every single person I dealt with Hostling International was warm, welcome, and just really friendly and really nice to deal with, and I really appreciate that. I want to say a huge thank you to Hostling International Canada, and Youth Hostel Association of India for everything they did, for first picking me as a winner for the Big Blog Exchange 2014, and for providing me with this really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was an amazing trip, an amazing experience, and I am so happy I got to be a part of it. And I hope all of you out there who are watching this will remember the Big Blog Exchange, and next year, in 2015, will enter your own blog in the contest, and hopefully you'll have a chance to experience the same thing I did. So, thank you very much.